Pange sir, good morning. Hello. Hello. Good morning, sir.
हा गुड मॉर्निंग. ते आवाज माझा येत नव्हता. ते
Yes.
तुमच्याकडून ते होटने अनम्यूट केलं नव्हतं ना, म्हणून येत नव्हता आवाज माझा. ठीक आहे.
Sorry. थोडस.
इट्स ओके. इट्स ऑल राईट सर.
Yes. करूया सुरू सर.
हो येस सर, नो प्रॉब्लेम. येस सर, डेफिनेटली.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Mahanwar madam, over to you. केला. Hello, Mahanwar madam.
Good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to all. Before we get started, there is little announcement to keep the quality of sound functional during the meeting. Please mute yourself when you are not sharing, but please remember to unmute when you are sharing. Once again, I welcome to all. It gives me immense pleasure to extend to you a very warm welcome on the behalf of Ray Shikshan Sanstha's Abasaheb Marathe Arts, New Commerce and Science College, Rajapur. As there are many issues related to ethical concern in research, our authorship and other publication issues, data, misuse of privileged information, plagiarism, research with animals, research with human subject. So as per this, today we discuss to discuss such ethics in research, Department of Chemistry and Research Cell, who has clubbed all of us for one-day national conference on ethics in research and publications. So now I would like to request Dr. H.N. Akolkar sir, Head Department of Chemistry, to preface today's webinar.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, all. Myself, Dr. Hemant Akolkar. First of all, I would like to welcome the Honorable Resource Person, Dr. Bhausaheb Pange, Dr. Shubhada Nagarkar, madam, Dr. G.D. Harade, Principal of Abasaheb Marathe Arts, New Commerce and Science College, Rajapur, and all the teacher participants, students, on behalf of Department of Chemistry and Research Cell of Abasaheb Marathe College, Rajapur, I would like to welcome you all to this conference of ethics in research and publications. It has been observed that during these days, many students at graduate level, postgraduate level, and doctorate level are involved in the research activities. Apart from this, people working in the industries or various R&D departments are also involved in the research. So it is very important to all of these researchers. They must be knowledgeable and very clear about the ethics in research and publications. So research ethics is among the key areas under discussion and consideration at various levels. Many students at PG level, research scholars and faculty members of higher education institution face problems in resolving the issues related to the ethics in the research. So keeping in the mind of the vast scope of this ethics, their areas and opportunities for the young researchers to learn about the research ethics, plagiarism, and citation. So this conference, Research and Publication Ethics, is being organized by the Department of Chemistry and Research Cell of the college. So I hope all of you will get enjoy all the sessions and will be benefit from this conference with this note. Thank you. Thank you very much. And also, again, I would like to welcome you all to this event. Thank you. Mahanwar ma'am, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, without further ado, we will turn the time over to speakers. Uh, in first session is on research matrix. Now I request Dr. Sasani sir to introduce our first speaker for the day, Dr. Bhausaheb Pange, to our esteemed participants.
Good morning, all of you. Good morning, all of you. It's a great pleasure that today I am here to introduce our today's resource person, Dr. Bhausaheb Pange sir, who is work as an emeritus professor in Knowledge by Phule University, Pune. Sir has 40 years professional experience in different types of libraries, from school libraries to he worked as a librarian and head of the department at Jaikar Library and Department of Library and Information Sciences, Savitribai Phule, Pune University, Pune. Information retrieval, digital referee, and informative sources and services. These are some research areas of Dr. Bhausaheb Pange sir. Sir has completed his PhD in Library and Information Research Guide from Savitribai Phule University, Pune, Vidyapit, Pune. Under his guidance, 8 students completed their PhDs and 30 students completed their MPhil in Library and Information Sciences. Sir has worked as treasurer of University Library and for his academic purpose. With this introduction, we are honored to have you, sir, with us. Thank you very much, sir, for being with us for today's conference. Over to Mahanur, madam.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Bhausaheb Pange, sir, to guide the participant.
Okay, good morning, everyone. At the outset, I would like to express my sincere thanks to Professor Harare, sir, Professor Hemant Akolkar, sir, and Sanjay Mistry, sir, and other team members of Rajapur College for giving me this opportunity to share my knowledge about this particular topic called research metrics. Initially, Dr. Shubhadan Nagarkar was supposed to conduct the first session, but since she was busy and she came a little late from Mumbai yesterday, so I am just sharing my few regarding this on this particular topic called research metrics. So in this research metrics, I will just share my this PowerPoint presentation. In case if you have any problem with respect to audio or is it visible, sir? Anyone can tell me if it is visible. This PPT is visible? Okay, I will just start since I am not getting any reply. Okay, so today we are going to cover the main topic related to citations and research metrics, especially these publication ethics and research metrics and predatory journal, how to avoid writing in predatory journals. Dr. Shubhadan Nagarkar will highlight on that particular topic. So in this particular today's small presentation, main objective of this particular presentation is to know the term called citation and citation analysis, because citation is the foundation of all our other research metrics. So without citations and citation analysis, we cannot achieve the research metrics. So whatever research metrics are there, at least I'm going to cover two research metrics in this presentation. That is the journal impact factor and another is the H-index. So how important these citations and citation analysis is, that we are going to cover in next few minutes. Then through citations, we will come to know that who are the other people, those who are using my research paper. So, and then you can find out the use of your research paper. And then you can find out the impact factor of any journals. So again, this impact factor of journals depends on the citations only. Then next is that we can calculate the H-index of any researcher or any research scholar or any organization taking into consideration the citations of that particular paper or citations issued that particular journal. So in this particular presentation, I'm going to cover citation and citation analysis, then uses of citations, how citations are very important. Then we can rank the journals, we can count the citations through these Google Scholar, Web of Science, then Scopus, and Journal Citation Report. These are the tools, or we can say the services through which we can count, we are getting the authentic count of citations. Then we can calculate the journal impact factor. And later on, we will see that what is H-index and how we can calculate the H-index. Okay. So then, especially this particular term called citation and citation analysis was propounded by the American linguist and businessman called Eugene Garfield. His original idea of propounding of this particular concept, citation and citation analysis, was to help the librarians to find out the use of various journals in the library. As you know that journals are very costly affair. The subscription is always in dollars and pounds, and a lot of budget hour is invested in for a subscription of these particular journals. So Eugene Garfield was of the opinion that if the particular journal is not at all used in the library, then why to subscribe that journal, or we can discontinue the journal, or in case if there is a high demand to that particular journal, then we will renew the journal. So his basic idea of propounding this concept called citation was to help the librarians. Then later on, he helped to create the current contents, then science citation index and journal citation report and index chemicals. So now we will see basically what is a citation. Citation is nothing but it is a reference given of a document in research writing such as thesis, articles, research articles, project reports, etc. That means whenever we are writing our thesis, dissertation, or research articles or projects, we have to depend upon other some resources. So that we are taking the information from other sources, maybe some standard books or maybe some reference books. So we are acknowledging that particular information in our thesis or dissertation or articles, and that is called the citation. At the basic function or the primary function of citation is to provide a connection between two documents. One is called the citing document and another is called the cited documents. So what is the difference between these two citing and cited documents? We will see now. So this person or this researcher is now using this particular document. When he is using this document, it is called the citing document now. And when this now same person, we can say that now first in this particular occasion, he was referring this document, and the next time now he is writing his own thesis or dissertation, or say he is writing his research paper now. So he is taking some information from this particular document, and based on that particular information, he is writing his new article or thesis or some research report. So that means what is a citation? Citation is the connection between these two documents, this document and this document. So this is a connection between these two documents. Citation is nothing but when you are referring some information from this and then acknowledging the information, that means you are giving a citation to this particular document. So this is called the cited document because you have cited this information and you are citing in this particular document. So this is the citing document. So there is a link between these two documents, cited document and citing document, because you have cited this information. Then what is the citation analysis? Citation analysis is nothing but it is the analysis of records to determine the actual use of documents or the sources. So through citation, we can find out the actual use of the say research papers used in various journals, or even the various books, or the databases, or emails, or even some whatever we can say the reference sources. So through citation analysis, we can find out the actual use of the various documents. And also citation analysis is a method to understand the user who uses references and cites in his research work. So through citation analysis, we can find out that in case if I written 10 papers, so I can understand who are the other users. They have acknowledged me, or they have referred me, or they have cited my earlier research papers. So that I can find out the name of the particular person. That means I can understand the users. Then where they have used my references means I can find out the title of the say journals, in which journals my research papers have been cited. That also we can find out through this citation analysis. So citation analysis, how we can calculate the citation analysis? So citation analysis is nothing but, say, for example, this is your paper. You have published one paper in one particular journal, say maybe you have published in Taylor or Francis or IPSCO or some other journals, publications. Or Springer. So if your article is published in that particular journal, now we have to find out who have used this particular article. So how you can find out who has used this particular article? So you can go to the towards the end of your article, and there are bibliography. So through that bibliography, you can find out that how many references you have used and from which articles you have referred, so that you are getting the information. So in the same case now, if you have written your article, it is published in one particular journal, then when this particular article is referred and used by this particular person, say to write his own dissertation or thesis, that means we can say now for this article, you got one citation. You got one citation. Then when second person is using that same information to carry out his some project or some experiments, and he is citing that particular information in his that notebook or say laboratory manual, then you can say that this particular article has got now 2 citations. So and same article, if it is written means used by third person to write his own say any article or some report, so that means in this case now you can say this particular article has been referred or used by, not only referred but used by these 3 persons. So this article has received 3 citations, because this article is mentioned in various these documents. So through this, in case if this article is used by say 10 persons, 15 persons or 50 researchers, that 50 is nothing but we can say that this article got 50 citations. This article got 15 citations. So that way we can count the citations. So we can find out the impact of that particular document. So citation is nothing but you can find out the impact of that particular document. So what is the main say purpose of these citations? The main purpose of citation is that citations are referring the researcher to go to the original document. Say I have written one article and I have mentioned that my citation or that particular footnote or end note mentions that I have referred that McGraw-Hill's Encyclopedia of Science and Technology. But in case the user or the reader who is reading my article, if he feels that something is missing in my article or some information is wrong, so this citation or the list of references will direct the researcher to go to the original document. In this case, he will directly go to the McGraw-Hill's Encyclopedia of Science and Technology. And from there, he can find out that whether whatever information I have mentioned in my article, it is correct or not. That means I can find out, users can find out the authenticity of that particular information mentioned in that particular article. Then why citations are very important? Citations once say generally means whenever we are writing our thesis and dissertations, so we have to read many before just finalizing the title. We are doing the literature search, and later on we are writing one paper, one particular chapter called review of literature. So that review of literature is nothing but there are the various documents through which you have collected a lot of information. So it is our duty to acknowledge whatever references, whatever other documents we have referred. And then later on, whatever that references we have referred, it becomes a bibliography. So then, in short, we can say whatever various types of documents you have referred, and towards the end of your thesis or towards the end of your research paper, you are giving the list of references compile a bibliography. So through citation, we can compile a bibliography. Then through citations, number of citations, for example, in previous slide, we have seen that one particular that particular article got 3 citations. So that way we can find out the rank list of periodicals. Then we can find out the relative use of various types of documents. There are various types of documents like that. Books are there, journal articles are there, thesis and dissertations are there, manuscripts are there. Some people they are using manuscripts are also. Some people they are using databases. Some people they are using information received through email also. So that these are the various types of documents, and you can find out the relative use of documents through citations only. Then we can find out the useful life of one particular document. So there are thousands of documents, and very old documents are also still there. Say for example, Aristotle and Plato, they have written their own treatises, and still that whatever books Aristotle and Plato they have written, still that particular books are being used by the researchers. Or say another example of Indian person called Kautilya. Kautilya has written some few centuries back a treatise called Arthashastra, or it is known as Kautilya's Arthashastra. So that particular book written say in which one particular century, some say 400 or 300 years back, and still that particular Kautilya's Arthashastra is also referred by economics or other people. That means we can say that life of that particular Kautilya's Arthashastra is say 300 years. Or in Marathi also we can see there so one particular book written by Jnaneshwara, that is the Jnaneshwari. Some 750 years back, Jnaneshwari has been written by Jnaneshwara, and still the Jnaneshwari is used by many researchers, not in Marathi but in other languages, because Jnaneshwari is translated in many languages. So Jnaneshwari is used in still by large number of people throughout the world. So we can say that the useful life of Jnaneshwari is more than 700 or 750 years. Same way Tukarama's Abhangas or some other people, or even Marathi novels. So through this we can find out the useful life of the documents, and that documents we can find out through citations only. Because if you go to the list of references or bibliography, you can find out the source which is published in which year. Say for example, one particular source is published in 1901. So that way you can say it is more than 100 and some 20 years back. The life of that particular document is 120 years. So through citations only we can find out the useful life of that particular document. Then we can find out the relatedness and dependence of the subject, and we can find out the parentage or root of the subject. Nowadays, you know that many people they go on talking about that ChatGPT and artificial. So what is this ChatGPT and artificial intelligence? What is the root of that particular ChatGPT? So if you read the one particular article on artificial intelligence or say ChatGPT, then if you just read that particular article, and if you go to the references, so you can find that most of the references are from computer science only. So the root of this artificial intelligence is nothing but it is the computer science. So base of artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, computer science. And if you read the articles from that particular computer science magazine, journals, then you can say that some of the articles are from mathematical sciences. So the root of computer science is in mathematical science. Like that only you can find out the root of any subject through these citations only. And through citations we can calculate the journal impact factors, 5 years impact factor, immediacy index, or IGN factors, cited half-life, and H index. So citations are used to find out the usage of document. Then we can find out who is a very standard or scholar author in one particular subject. We can rank the journals, we can calculate the impact factor, and we can calculate or we can find out the H index of any researcher or any person. So these are the uses of citations. So this is nothing but now how we can find out the use of the particular document. So these are the types or forms of documents: books, proceeding papers, reports, theses, websites, preprint, patents, reference books, and also personal communication, all these things. So here, if you say these journal is ranked at number 1 because most of the citations are from journal articles only. In this case, more than 78,000 these citations are received to journals. So 81% researchers, they are still dependent on the journal articles only. So that's why journals are very important. They are playing very vital role in today's research also. Then how we can find out a prolific author in any subject? So here, in this case, say now, you can find out the prolific author or very scholarly author in any subject through citations only. So these in this particular column, you can find these are the name of the authors. There are 10 authors in one particular subject called geography or chemistry or physics. You can say any subject you can give. For example, I have written here geography. Here they are the from this is the list of 10 authors, you can say, or the scholars, and these are the number of papers they have written. So number of papers becomes the productivity of that particular author. So Prakash Desai has published 150. Then Chatterjee has 100 papers. Then Tripathi 13 papers. Then Venugopal 13 papers. Vandana Joshi 12 papers, and Samir Deshpande 10 papers. Like that only. This is the number of papers. So this number of papers is nothing but it is the productivity of these particular authors or scholars, we can say. And the next column depicts the information regarding its citation. So for his 150 papers, for Prakash Desai 150 papers, total citations for Prakash Desai got 157. Then for 100 papers, 382. Then 13 papers, 122, or 13 papers, again 149, and this Vandana Joshi's 12 paper, 456 citations we got. This citation is nothing but it is the impact. We have already seen what is the impact. So here, this column is called the number of papers, means the productivity of the author, and this is the impact of that particular author. So the impact of this thing depends on the number of citations only. So if you calculate average citation per paper for Prakash Desai, the citations per paper is 1.04. Then Chatterjee 3.82. Like that only. If you go to the serial number 5, you can say for Vandana Joshi, the average citations per paper is 38. That means her impact is more as compared to other scholars. So here, your impact doesn't depend upon the how many papers you have written, but it depends on the how many citations you have got to your paper. So in this case, we can say in this particular subject, since 38 is the citations per paper, so Vandana Joshi is the prolific author in this particular subject. So your prolificness or your scholarship doesn't depend on your productivity, but it depends on your impact of your papers. Means how many other people are using your paper. So that scholarship depends on your that particular. Same way now, here you can rank the journals. So again, journals, how this is the productivity and this is the impact. So here, information and management, they have just say published 19 paper and they got 453 citations. So their average citation per paper is 24. And if you go to this 5th number, Journal of the American Medical Association, total number of papers are 203 and total citations are 2,150. So and average citation per paper are 11. So because though their productivity is less, but their impact is more. So even less number, but more citations, because 24 is more as compared to 11. So here, information and management is ranked number 1 journal in that particular subject called management. So again, we can rank the journals through citations only. So these are some of the useful databases or services through which we can get the authentic count of citation. So Google Scholar is there, Web of Science is there, Scopus is there, and Journal Citation Report is there. These are the useful services for getting the citation count. Say you can create your own profile, in Google Scholar, and then later on you can find out the information regarding your article. Say this is my profile, and here this profile is now displaying the various what we can say the articles written by me along with my other colleagues. So this is the use of QR code and layers in the libraries. So this particular article, which was published in 2017 onwards only, I got these 7 citations for this particular article. Then this is second article, third article, and this way I am getting the citation count for my all articles. So depending on this citation count only, I can calculate my H index only. My H index is 4. It is mentioned here. But this number, this 7 number, 6 number, 3 number, or 4 number, this is nothing but it is displaying that who are the other persons those who have used my this particular article to write their own article. So if I just click on this 7, it is a hyperlink. So as soon as I click on this 7, I will get the list of my all article, list of my other people, those who have referred or used my article. So as you know that this is my original article, use of QR code and layer apps for academic library services. And then these are the another 7, what you can say the articles in which this article has been used to write their, means some information they have taken from this original article. So this is another article. Name of the person is there. Then it is the international journal. That means name of the article journal is there. Then year, and then other information like that. Some small information, and again how many other people have cited this particular information. So if you click on this 43 or 43, so you can get the list of all that articles where this particular QR code that means article has been referred. So through this, I can find out who are the other people, as we have already mentioned in citation analysis, that I can find out who are the other researchers who are referring my work. So I am getting the name of that particular persons here. I am getting the name of the persons. I am getting the source, or I am getting the title of the article, title of the journal where this particular paper has been cited, and then in which year. So that information I am getting here. So here 2020, 2018, or 2021. So still they are using this particular article. Again, same way we can find out the citation count through this Web of Science. So here I have given one particular term, says kinetics, and in kinetic I am getting more than 7,47,000 articles, and all these articles are according to that this particular say citation. So here this particular article is cited by more than 17,000 people. So if you click on this particular hyperlink, you can get the list of all that particular articles in which this article has been. So this is the most cited article we can find out in this case, and how many references this particular person has used is also mentioned here in this particular next to this particular column. So through this, that means we are getting the authentic count of citation. Again, then in this, if you go to Scopus, Scopus is also giving same information, but as you all know that the scope of Scopus is more. So here you are getting more, say we can references or a list of articles, we can say. So more earlier it was some 7,000. Here it is more 7 lakhs. It was Here 10 lakhs only. And again, here you are getting the number of citations to this particular paper. So this way we are getting the citation count. Then another source for getting the citation count is the journal citation report, or called the JCR. In JCR right now, it is mentioned here 12,000, but right now more than 21,500 scholarly and technical journals are available through this journal site. Because yesterday only I checked that information. Here it is mentioned 12 lakh, but 12,000. But actually now in the JCR is giving the list of journals of around 21,500, and from more than 3,000 publishers and 60 countries. So this is the only citation data of the journals, which includes virtually all specialties in the area of science, technology, and social sciences. I will not read out all this information, but there are many special features of these are there. There are some key performance indicators are there, through which you can find out where to publish your article. So here, through this journal citation report, you can compare the various journals. So say, for example, you feel that you want to write your article in highly cited journals. So highly cited journals means a large number of people are using that particular journal. So that means they are referring the journal. So if you feel that you want to write your article in highly cited journals, then you have to find the impact factor of that particular journal. So here, how you can find out the impact factor? So go to the, say, JCR. JCR is not again a free resource. It is subscription-based resource. Then that some performance indicators are there, and you under that performance indicators, you select the impact factor JIF, that is the journal impact factor, and year of which year you want to find out the impact factor. So right now we can find out the impact factor of 2023. So you can select some journals. So I have selected here some journals in the field of library and information science. So Australian Library Journal, Library High Tech, Library Journal, and Library Trends. So these 4 journals I have checked, and then impact factor. So I am getting the impact factor of all these journals in the year 2018. So this is the impact factor of that journal, and then I can select this Australian Journal of Libraries, Australian Libraries Journal to write my paper. Then also you can find out the other information like that. How many citations you can compare the journals using the various say citation received that particular journal. So here I have selected 2 journals, Nature and another is the Science. So these 2 journals I have selected, and Nature and got 5,90,000. Same way, these Science got 5,73,000 citations. So this, depending on this, then you can find out that Nature has got more citations. So you can write your or if you can submit your article to Nature only. And then these are the other performance indicators. So journal impact factor without self-cite, then 5 years impact factor, immediacy index factor, citation score, then journal half-life, cited half-life, like that only, and then total cite. So I have selected here total cite, number of citations. So here I am getting this particular information through journal citation report. So this means now we all have to depend on the citations only, and then through citations only now we can go to the research metrics now, or citation metrics we can say now. So here, say for example, we are getting the citations through journals only. So whatever information is available in journals, that citations we are getting, and through citations only we can calculate the impact factor of the journal. So when this data or when these citations are regarding the journals only, then it becomes the impact factor of that particular journal. And when these citations are regarding to one particular person, one particular teacher or scholar, then it becomes the H index. So that's why I mentioned in earlier slide also that citation is the foundation of all these research metrics. Without citation, it is not possible to calculate the journal impact factor, or it is not possible to calculate the H index of any particular person. So this way, means you have to depend on the citations only. So now, what are the different types of citations? As I have mentioned that journal metrics. So this helps to track the citation pattern within the journals and determine which journals are highly cited. So if the impact factor of one particular journal is 1, and if the impact factor of another journal is 32, that means definitely you can say that 32 means it is the highly cited journal. So the use of that journal depends on the impact factor. So number of citations. So more the impact factor, the more means highly used, highly cited journal is that. Then second is that author metrics. Author metrics means you can say the researcher metrics or the teacher metric, which we can find out the impact and productivity of the researcher's H index. Then article metrics, then alt metrics. I will not cover all these things. Then institution metrics, I will focus on these two only, journal metrics and author metrics only. So what is the impact factor? So impact factor actually, as you know that which was devised by the Eugene Garfield, and which was started in 1961 in USA by this particular institute called the Institute of Scientific Information. Impact factor is the measure of the influence or importance of the concerned journal based on the average citations issued by that particular journal. Eugene Garfield developed this impact factor to help the librarians. I have already mentioned regarding these things. And then citations issued to the journal means citations issued by all the articles published in that particular document. And the journal impact is measured by counting the number of times the article in the given journal are cited in a specific time period. So how that specific time period is covered, I will explain with example. So here, whenever you want to calculate or you want to find out the impact factor of any journal, so they are considering the 2 years citations and 2 years articles, total number of articles published in that particular journal. So if you want to say find out the impact factor of one particular journal of 2020, that means you have to consider the total citations issued that particular journal in previous 2 years, that is 19 and 18. And then total number of citations, we have to make the division of this figure, citations divided by number of articles. So here, say for example, we have to find out or we have to calculate the journal impact factor of nanotechnology of the particular year called 2017. So here, when we say we have to calculate the impact factor of this journal of 17, that means we have to get the citation count of this nanotechnology in the year 2015 and 2016. So previous 2 years of this 17. So here in 2015, this particular journal nanotechnology has been cited by more than 6,000 people, and in 16 more than 4,000 people, 4,000 citations have received to this particular journal in these 2 years. So the total number of citations for these 2 years is 11,247. So this is the total citations we got for 2 years. Then here this figure we have to divide it by number of articles published in 15 and 16. So number of articles published in nanotechnology in 15 is 152 and in 16 is 148. So total number of articles published in nanotechnology in 15 and 16 is 300. So we have to divide this 11,243 divided by 300. So we are getting the impact factor of nanotechnology for the year 2017. So the impact factor of this nanotechnology is 37.49. So this way we can find out the or we can calculate the impact factor of any journal. And same way we can calculate the impact factor of 5 years impact factor. Again, you have to take into consideration the previous 5 years total number of citation count, and then divided by the total number of articles published in that particular this journal. So here immediacy index means of 1 year impact factor also you can find out. So you have to find out the total number of citations issued in that particular year, citations, then divided by total number of articles published in that particular journal, and then we can get the immediacy impact factor of that particular journal. So now I will take some another more 10 minutes only. It is all, yeah, okay. I mean, within time only. So now I will try to explain what is this H index. So this H index depends upon your number of articles published. And then now this section is mentioning with the citations issued to all these say journal articles. So how many journals, how many articles you have published and how many citations they have got, then accordingly only, then we can calculate the H index of any particular person or any particular organization and so on. So this H index is nothing but it is evolved as a measure to calculate the impact of individual scientists, writers, research productivity. Now, in that particular slide called prolific author, how we can find out the prolific author in one particular subject, I have mentioned what is the productivity and what is the impact. So productivity is nothing but it is the total number of papers you have published. Total number of published papers you have published, that is called your productivity. And how many citations you have received, it becomes your impact. Say, for example, you have published 100 papers or you have published some 10 papers, and out of that 10 papers, you have not received a single citation to your papers. So your impact is zero then. Your 100 papers are useless because nobody is referring your papers. Nobody is using your paper is not good. So that means your impact or your H index depend on your impact only. So your impact depends on the citations only. Impact is nothing but it is the citation. How many citations you have received to your all papers. Then this particular concept called H index was evolved by this particular person, physicist George E. Hirsch in 2005. And his simple premise was that to quantify the scientific output of an individual researcher. So you can quantify the scientific output of individual researcher. H index is based on the set of scientists' most cited paper and the number of citations that they have received. So we can calculate the H index by taking into consideration the most cited papers and number of citations. So we require the total number of papers and the number of citations for each and every paper. Then H index is nothing but it is a rough summary measure of the researcher's productivity and impact. So productivity is quantified by the number of papers. So you know that now number of papers is the productivity, and impact by the number of citations the researcher's publication have received. Means how many citations that particular researcher have got. Through that only we can calculate the H index. So Now, step by step, we can find out how we can calculate the H index of any particular person or any researcher or any teacher. So your first step is that you list out all your published articles in a table. So you make a table in which you have written all your research papers. So you can make the list of all your papers. This is your first step. Second step is that for each article, gather the number of citations. Now, for example, say if you do not have access to these Web of Science or Scopus or then JCR, Journal Citation Report, at least you can get the citation count from Google Scholar. So go to Google Scholar. Actually, Google Scholar is giving you the H index, but doesn't matter. You can calculate yourself also. So you can get the citation count of your or each and every article through Google Scholar. So that is your second step, that you will get the citation count for your each and every article. Then your third step is that rank the papers by the number of times they have been cited. So arrange the papers from highest citations to the lowest citation. So your third step is that now you arrange your papers according to the highly cited paper. So highly cited paper will be number one, then lower, then like that only. You can cite. So that way you can cite these papers. Then third step is that H index then third step is that just a minute, there was some electricity problem. Fourth step is that the H index now, H index can now be inferred by finding the entry at which the rank in the list is greater. Rank in the list is greater than the number of citations. So here rank in the list of your journal is greater than the number of citations. So I will explain same with example now here. So here now say our first step is that you have to list all the papers in a table. So we have prepared a table and we have listed all these articles. So in this example, we can say there are some 6 articles are published by one particular author. So for namesake, we have mentioned it article A, B, C, D, and E, and F. Okay. So our second step is that get the citation count. So we have got the citation count 11, 6, 3, 4, like that only, and up to 1. So this is the citation count we have received for each and every article, this research paper. Then third step is that rank the papers by the number of times they have been cited. So here we can say we have arranged these papers according to the citation. So 11, highest is the 11, then 6, 4, 3, 3, and 1. And now we have ranked this paper according to the citation. So 11 is highest, so this particular paper is ranked 1. 6 is now little less than 11, so 6 is number 2. Then citation 4 has this article C has got citation 4, so this article C is ranked 3. Then article D has got 3 citations and its rank number is 4. So if you read this particular information from this, the H index can be inferred by entry at which the list is greater than the number of citations. So here, now here say 4 is greater than 3. So we are going to stop here only, because here citations are less as compared to as number of these papers. So 4 is greater than 3, or in short we can say this particular author has such 3 papers that for each and every 3 papers he has got 4 or more than 4 citations. So because of that only, here we can say his H index is 3 only. His H index is 3. Here say at the rank 4, at the rank number 4, if this particular author has got 3 citations, so these 3 is less than 4. So we can say now this particular researcher has got his H index is only 3. Say for in case now I will explain in another way. In case if this particular author, if he has received later on, say this particular after 6, if everywhere there were again here 6, 6, 6 and 6, then we could have said that the impact factor of this particular person is 6, because his all his 6 articles has received 6 or more than 6 citation. So when we say that my H index is 10, when I say that my H index is 10, in this case this means that my all these 10 papers has received 10 or more than 10 citations. When I say that my H index is 4, even though my total number of articles are 100, even though my total number, my productivity is 100, but when I say that my H index is 4, that means out of that 100 papers, I have received only, there are 4 papers which have received 4 or more than 4 citations only, more than citations, 4 or more than 4 citations only. Here there are some examples. I am giving this particular example. You can write your answer in a piece of paper. So if your answer is correct, that means I can say that whatever I have explained, you have understood that information only. So where this particular example number 1 is that if you have published 15 articles, and they all have received at least 9 citations, then find out your H index. So here formula is very simple. We have to take into consideration the number of papers. Number of papers are here 15, and the number of citations received here are 9 only. So now you find out the H index of this particular author. So I am just giving few seconds. Already you may have written your answer. So if your answer is 9, then I think that you have understood this particular concept, that 9, because even though number of papers are more, but this particular author has such 9 papers. All these 9 papers have 9 or more than 9 citation out of 15. So H index is 9 only. This is another example. If you have published 24 articles or 24 papers and all received at least 33 citations, means another person, he has published 24 papers and all these 24 papers have received 33 or more than 33 citations. So here you can write here 24 papers and total number of here number of citations are equal or more than it, that is 33. So here you can H index. So again I am giving you few seconds. Already now if you have understood the concept, your answer must be now 24 only. In case if you are not written 24, you can ask me questions later on. So here I will say you that say you have published 100 papers. You have published 100 papers, and out of that 100 papers, not a single paper has received in a single citation. That means your your H index is 0 because not a single paper has been received citation. So 100 papers, no citations, your H index is 0. Your 10 papers, all 10 papers received 10 or more than 10 citations, your H index is 10. You have published 24 articles, all 24 articles got cited more than 24 or more than 24 citations. That means your H index is 24 only. So with this particular concept, I will conclude my this particular presentation. Eugene Garfield is father of citation and citation analysis. And citation is nothing but it is the connection between two documents, that is the cited document and citing document. Cited documents, you know that the which you are referring, and citing means the document, your own document, your thesis and dissertation is called the citing document. Through citation analysis, you can find out the actual use of the document. Citation is nothing but the count itself is the that particular thing. So cite impact factor, it's because we can calculate the impact factor of any document, and same way taking into consideration, you can calculate the H index of any particular person. So H index takes into consideration both the number of publications and number of citations of an academic published work. So thank you everyone, and thanks to the committee members of Rajapur College for giving me this opportunity to express my views on this particular topic called citation analysis and research metrics. So thanks everybody, and thanks to the principal, then Akolkar sir and Sanjay Mistry sir for giving me this opportunity, sharing my knowledge on these particular topics. In case if you have some questions, you can ask me the questions, or we can altogether after Professor Nagarkar's madam's lecture, I will be here. I will try to answer your questions towards the end of that particular presentation. So over to Dr. Kirti Mahanwar madam or Akolkar sir. Thank you, everybody. In case if you have questions, you can directly ask your now, or first we'll have the Dr. Shubhadhan Nagarkar madam's session, and later on we'll have the question and answer.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable information regarding citation analysis, H index, how to calculate impact factor. It was indeed a great presentation. It will definitely help us in future. Thank you once again. Now, session is open for question answer. If anyone having question, please unmute yourself and feel free to ask the questions.
You can ask question by unmute yourself. मॅडम
सर,
जॉईन
join
व्हायला
करा.
10 मिनिटं आहेत अजून. जर
Yes,
कुणाला
yes.
क्वेश्चन असतील तर आपण विचारू शकता. येस शिंदे सर.
काय नाही सर, जॉईन करायला सांगतो.
हॅलो सर. हॅलो सर.
Yes, yes, sir.
सर सायटेशन इन्क्रीज होण्यासाठी काय केलं पाहिजे पेपरमध्ये असं?
सायटेशन इन्क्रीज होण्यासाठी
हा.
बरोबर ना? असाच क्वेश्चन आहे तुमचा.
हो हो.
येस येस. आता सायटेशन इन्क्रीज होणं म्हणजे काय, तर तुमचा पेपर जास्तीत जास्त लोकांनी वापरला पाहिजे. आपण जसं आता पाहिलं की वेब ऑफ सायन्स मध्ये पाहिलं किंवा दुसऱ्या याच्यामध्ये स्कोपस मध्ये पाहिलं किंवा येऊन गुगल स्कॉलर मध्ये पाहिलं, तर तिथे काय होतं की तुमचा पेपर तुमचा कळतो लगेच. आपण म्हणजे गुगल स्कॉलरला गेलो आणि तुमचा पेपर तुम्ही तुमचं नाव टाईप केलं, तुमचे प्रोफाईल आले, तर ते तुम्हाला त्याच्या समोर दिसतं की किती लोकांनी तुमचा पेपर वाचलाय. म्हणजे वाचला नाही ऍक्च्युली वापर केला, म्हणजे त्याचा रेफरन्स दिलाय. तर आता हा रेफरन्स दिला, तर हा रेफरन्स जास्तीत जास्त म्हणजे जास्त लोकांनी वाचला पाहिजे. म्हणजे त्याच्यामध्ये काय केलं पाहिजे, तर तो तुम्ही असं जर्नल शोधलं पाहिजे की ज्याचा इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर हाय आहे. म्हणजे आपण आता जो इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टरचा एक टॉपिक पाहिला छोटासा, तर त्याचा तुम्हाला असं जर्नल शोधलं पाहिजे की ज्याचा इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर जास्त आहे. जास्त इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर म्हणजे काय, तर ते जर्नल जास्तीत जास्त लोक त्याचा रेफरन्स म्हणजे वापर करतात. आता उदाहरणार्थ तुम्ही गुगल स्कॉलरला गेलात आणि तुमचा टॉपिक, तुमचा विषय टाकला. तुमचा विषय समजा जागृती आहे, तुमचा विषय मॅनेजमेंट आहे, तुमचा विषय केमिस्ट्री आहे, तुमचा विषय फिजिक्स आहे, तुमचा त्याच्यामध्ये ऑर्गॅनिक केमिस्ट्री आहे, किंवा तुमचा अकाउंटन्सी विषय आहे, तर तुम्ही तुमचा विषय तिथे टाकला. म्हणजे त्या गुगल स्कॉलरच्या सर्च बॉक्समध्ये जर तुम्ही टाकला, म्हणजे आपण मॅट्रिक्स जसं पाहिलं तिथं, तर मॅट्रिक्स मध्ये पाहिल्यानंतर गुगल स्कॉलरच्या मेनूला जाऊन तुम्ही मॅट्रिक्स सर्च केलं आणि त्याच्यानंतर त्याचा जो ऑप्शन आहे त्या मॅट्रिक्स मधून तुम्ही त्याचा टायटल त्या क्वेरी बॉक्स मध्ये टाकलं, तर तुम्हाला 20 टॉप काय मिळतात, आर्टिकल हे मिळतात, जर्नल्स मिळतात. तर ते जर्नल्स 20 टॉप कुठले मिळतात, तर अकॉर्डिंग टू द सायटेशन. सो तुम्ही काय करायचं तिथे, तर त्या टोटल नंबर ऑफ सायटेशन नुसार तुम्ही जर्नल सिलेक्ट करायचं. आता दुसरं एक आहे, तुम्ही जर समजा सायन्स, सोशल सायन्स किंवा आर्ट्स अँड ह्युमॅनिटीजचे जर म्हणजे टीचर असाल, स्टुडंट असाल, रिसर्चर असाल, तर तुम्ही काय करायला पाहिजे की मास्टर जर्नल लिस्ट म्हणून जी क्लॅरिव्हेट अनालिटिक्सची आहे मास्टर जर्नल लिस्ट, त्याच्यामध्ये जायचं आणि त्याच्यामध्ये वेगवेगळे डेटाबेस येत आहेत. समजा उदाहरण त्याच्यामध्ये JCR पण आहे आणि इट इज अ फ्री ऑफ चार्ज, किंवा आर्ट्स अँड ह्युमॅनिटीजचा डेटाबेस आहे, किंवा सोशल सायन्सचा डेटाबेस आहे, किंवा सायन्सेसचा म्हणजे वेब ऑफ सायन्सचा जो पार्ट आहे तो आहे. तर तुम्ही समजा तिथे JCR ला गेलात, JCRचा लेटेस्ट 2023चा आहे, ते तुम्ही त्याच्यामध्ये साइन इन करा, तुमचं नाव, ईमेल नाव टाका आणि तुम्ही त्याच्यात साइन इन होऊ शकता. यू कॅन नाव विल बिकम, म्हणजे तुम्ही त्याचे मेंबर होऊ शकता क्लॅरिव्हेट अनालिटिक्सचे. आणि लेटर ऑन तुम्ही तो पर्टिक्युलर डेटाबेस डाउनलोड करा आणि मग त्याच्यामध्ये तुम्ही तुमचा विषय टाकल्यानंतर तुमच्या लक्षात येईल की तुमच्या विषयाचे हायली सायटेड जर्नल्स कोणते. सो यू सिलेक्ट सच ए जर्नल्स, म्हणजे तुम्ही ज्यांचा इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर सर्वात जास्त आहे असे जर्नल्स तुम्ही 9 ते 10 सिलेक्ट करा आणि त्यातून मग ते शोधा. सो इफ यू आर पब्लिशिंग युअर आर्टिकल्स इन हायली सायटेड जर्नल्स, डेफिनेटली युअर सायटेशन विल बी मोर, म्हणजे तुमचा इम्पॅक्ट विल बी मोर. बिकॉज त्याचा अर्थ असा होतो की ते त्याचं डिस्ट्रीब्युशन, ते जर्नल जास्त लोकांपर्यंत पोहोचतंय. याचा अर्थ असा होतो की हायली सायटेड मीन्स लार्ज नंबर ऑफ पीपल आर रेफरिंग दॅट पर्टिक्युलर जर्नल. तर ते जर तुम्ही केलं तर तुम्ही नंतर हे करू शकता. म्हणजे तुम्ही असं सिलेक्ट जर्नल करा की ज्याचा इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर हाय आहे. त्याच्यामुळे म्हणून आता पुढच्या लेक्चरमध्ये शुभदा नगरकर मॅडम तुम्हाला सांगतील प्रिडिटरी जर्नल काय आहे आणि हाऊ टू अवॉइड प्रिडिटरी जर्नल. तर ते सिलेक्ट केल्यानंतर तुमच्या लक्षात येईल की तुम्ही बेसिकली, तुम्हाला म्हणून सांगतो की तुम्ही गुगलवर गेलात तर गुगलवर जर्नल फाइंडिंग टूल्स असे टर्म्स द्या तुम्ही, जर्नल फाइंडिंग टूल्स, आणि जर्नल फाइंडिंग टूल्स दिल्यानंतर तुम्हाला वेगवेगळे जर्नल फाइंडिंग टूल्स सापडतील. मग तुम्हाला स्प्रिंगरचं मिळेल, तुम्हाला टेलर अँड फ्रान्सिसचं मिळेल, तुम्हाला इप्सोसचं मिळेल, किंवा तुम्हाला मी आता जे सांगितलं क्लॅरिव्हेट अनालिटिक्स व्हेरी ऑथेंटिक सोर्स आहे हा. क्लॅरिव्हेट अनालिटिक्सला जा, मास्टर जर्नल लिस्ट त्याच्यामध्ये ती शोधा आणि तुम्ही त्यातून हाय इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टरचे जर्नल तुम्हाला सापडतील त्याच्यामध्ये. सो try to select the high impact factor journals to publish your articles so that your articles will get more and more citations. मला असं वाटतं तुम्हाला आन्सर मिळालेला आहे.
हॅलो सर.
येस येस
सर सर आपण 2 किंवा 3 सब्जेक्ट एक्सपर्ट्स आहेत किंवा त्या फील्ड मधले पर्टिक्युलर एक्सपर्ट्स आहेत, त्यांचं आपण कंपॅरिझन कसं करू शकतो सायटेशन?
एक्सपर्टचं ना,
हा,
एक्सपर्टचं कंपॅरिझन करायला सुद्धा तुम्हाला मी मगाशी सांगितलंय, तुम्हाला एक सांगितलं होतं मी, प्रॉलिफिक ऑथर शोधायचा असतो, बरोबर आहे. एक आपली स्लाइड होती, हाऊ टू फाइंड आउट द प्रॉलिफिक ऑथर इन एनी पर्टिक्युलर सब्जेक्ट, करेक्ट? तुम्हाला मिळालं होतं ते इन्फॉर्मेशन. तुम्हाला मी एक स्लाइड दाखवलेली होती. तर तो तुम्हाला एक्सपर्ट बद्दल जर विचारायचं असेल तर तुम्ही वेब ऑफ सायन्सला जा, तुम्ही स्कोपर्सला जा आणि त्या माणसाचं नाव टाईप करा, त्या पर्टिक्युलर माणसाचं नाव टाईप करा. आता हे त्या व्यक्तीचं नाव टाईप केल्यानंतर समजा 3 मगाशी मी तसे सांगितले होते 5-6 लोकांची नावं तुम्ही त्या फील्ड मधले घेतली आणि त्या फील्ड मधल्या ती नावं जर घेतली तुम्ही आणि तुम्ही स्कोपर्सला गेलात, तुम्ही वेब ऑफ सायन्सला गेलात किंवा तुम्ही JCR ला गेलात आणि तुम्ही ते नाव टाईप केलं तर तुम्हाला त्या माणसाचा प्रोफाईल मिळू शकते. म्हणजे जसं की तुम्ही गुगल स्कॉलरला जरी गेलात तर त्या माणसाची प्रोफाईल आणि त्याचे नंबर ऑफ आर्टिकल्स अँड एच इंडेक्स मिळू शकतो. आता एच इंडेक्स मिळाला म्हणजे काय, तर एच इंडेक्स वरूनच तुम्हाला कळतं की त्या माणसाचे किती पेपर्स पब्लिश झालेले आहेत आणि किती पेपर्सला सायटेशन मिळालेले आहेत. म्हणजे समजा त्या माणसाने 100 पेपर लिहिलेले आहेत पण 100 पैकी फक्त 10 पेपरला सायटेशन मिळालेले आहेत, तर त्याचा एच इंडेक्स 10 आहे. दुसऱ्या व्यक्तीचा समजा आपण असं समजू की 15 पेपर पब्लिश झालेले आहेत पण ईच आणि एव्हरी पेपर 15 पैकी 15 पेपरला सगळ्या 15 पेपरला सायटेशन मिळालेले आहेत. तर या केसमध्ये ज्याचे 15 पेपर झालेत आणि सायटेशन पण 15 मिळालेले आहेत तर ही इज द प्रॉलिफिक ऑथर इन दॅट पर्टिक्युलर सब्जेक्ट. म्हणजे तुमचं प्रोडक्टिव्हिटी किती महत्वाचं नाही, इम्पॅक्ट इज इम्पॉर्टंट. म्हणून तुम्ही असे 10 लोकांची नावं काढली आणि त्यांचा एच इंडेक्स काढला की एच इंडेक्स वरून तुम्हाला कळेल की हु इज द प्रॉलिफिक ऑथर और हु इज द स्कॉलरली ऑथर इन दॅट पर्टिक्युलर एरिया. सो तुम्ही अगेन एच इंडेक्स नुसार त्याचा इफेक्ट करू शकता, 10, 15, 2, 3 असे, आणि मग त्याच्यावर कळू शकेल तुम्हाला हु इज व्हेरी स्कॉलरली इन दॅट. मला असं वाटतं तुम्हाला आन्सर मिळाले.
थँक्यू सर, मिळालं सर.
तुम्ही एच इंडेक्स शोधून काढा प्रत्येक व्यक्तींचे, त्याच्यावरून तुम्हाला कळेल की हा माणूस किती, म्हणजे याचा इम्पॅक्ट किती आहे. प्रोडक्टिव्हिटी महत्वाची नाहीये, इम्पॅक्ट महत्वाचा आहे. इम्पॅक्ट मीन्स नंबर ऑफ सायटेशन्स, आणि सायटेशन्स मिळाल्याशिवाय त्या वर्कला काही अर्थ नाही. तुम्ही 100 पेपर लिहिले आणि कोणीच पेपर वाचत नसेल तर युअर इम्पॅक्ट इज 0, युअर एच इंडेक्स इज 0.
हॅलो सर, हेमंत ताकूलकर बोलतोय.
बोला सर, बोला.
सर, एक अश्विनी भोरे म्हणून त्यांनी एक क्वेश्चन विचारलाय की सर, यूज ऑफ डिजिटल टूल्स इन रिसर्च पेपर रायटिंग लीड टू एनहान्स द क्वालिटी ऑफ रिसर्च पेपर, इज इट?
यूज ऑफ डिजिटल टूल्स मीन्स त्यांना असं मीन्स whether you want to ask regarding that artificial intelligence or chat GPT or the tools, only digital tools.
Digital tools like reference management, data analysis software.
Yes, definitely it is enhance your research, definitely. आता तुम्ही जर समजा हे वेगवेगळे डिजिटल टूल्स आहेत ते जर वापरले तुम्ही, रेफरन्स मॅनेजमेंट आहे, नंतर अजून बरेचसे रेफरन्सचे टूल्स आहेत, त्याच्यामुळे काय होतं की तुमचा वेळ खूप वाचतो. म्हणजे तुमचा वेळ असा वाचतो की तुम्ही आता एक
हॅलो
हा बोला.
हॅलो सर, तुमचा ईमेल आयडी?
हो, माझा ईमेल आयडी मी दिलेला आहे सुरुवातीलाच, पण मी तुम्हाला आय विल टेल यू, bmpang@unipune.ac.in.
असं त्या मेसेज मध्ये ड्रॉप कराल का? मला अजून काही क्वेरीज आहेत तर
नक्की टाकेल. You can ask me the question, your queries in this particular email also or Gmail also. I will write both the mail in that this message box. I will definitely type. No problem. But definitely you use all these different tools. They will enhance, means your efforts will be very smooth by using these different tools. म्हणजे खूप छान टूल्स आहेत, रेफरन्स मॅनेजमेंटचे टूल्स आहेत, इव्हन आता फॉर एक्झाम्पल आपण स्टाईल गाईड म्हणतो, तर स्टाईल गाईड करताना कसं त्याचं स्टाईल गाईड मध्ये लिहावं, वी आर ऑलवेज कन्फ्युज इन रायटिंग द सायटेशन एंट्री. म्हणजे आपण जशी बिब्लिओग्राफी किंवा लिस्ट ऑफ रेफरन्सेस लिहितो, तर एपीए प्रमाणे कशी आहे, शिकागो स्टाईल मॅन्युअल प्रमाणे कशी आहे, त्याच्यामध्ये वी आर स्पेंडिंग अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम. डोंट स्पेंड युअर टाइम, यूज दॅट दिस different tools so that your bibliography will be automatically generated, list of references will be automatically generated, and at the same time, even if you just click on that DOI or that particular website, directly you can open the original resource. So please use these different tools, I can say. Even I see right now there are many questions regarding that ChatGPT. People are asking that whether it is ethical to use this ChatGPT or not. But I will say that, see, it depends on your things only, because you have your own idea, you have developed that particular idea, you have read a lot of information in that particular idea, or you have written your paper and you are asking that ChatGPT to just check your paper. So ChatGPT is going to check your spelling, check your grammar, and give you some more information on that particular topic. So I feel that this is my personal opinion. I am not saying that you use that ChatGPT, but this is my personal opinion that you use ChatGPT as an assistive technology, because your say your English will be improved, your quality of writing will be improved. So first you write your draft and then ask the ChatGPT to check your information or check your article. ChatGPT will definitely paraphrase your information. So, but this is my personal opinion. I'm not saying that. I'm not encouraging to use these artificial intelligence things, but at least these whatever you digital tools, because even ChatGPT is one tool only, I can say. I consider that ChatGPT as a tool. I'm not saying the other. Don't take it other way, that I'm encouraging to use the ChatGPT, but use ChatGPT as a assistive technology. Assistive technology means take the help of ChatGPT to check your spelling, to check your grammar, to check your things like that only. You can ask the ChatGPT. I hope you have got the answer.
Okay, thank you, sir.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. Please ask your question.
माझा एक क्वेश्चन आहे सर. इन केस ऑफ आर्ट अँड ह्युमॅनिटीजचे जे जर्नल असतात, तर त्याच्यावरती वरतीच ते इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर ते त्यांनी दिलेले असतात, तर मग ते कितपत खरे असतात, किंवा ते जर्नल्स बऱ्याच वेळा म्हणतात की UGC केअर लिस्ट मध्ये आहेत, पण मग ते तसेच ते सापडत नाहीत आपल्याला.
तुम्ही प्रिंट जर्नल बद्दल बोलताय का?
हा, येस सर.
हा, तुम्ही जर प्रिंट जर्नल बद्दल बोलत असाल तर नगरकर मॅडम तर ऑथॉरिटी आहेच या विषयातली, पण मी तरी तुम्हाला सांगतो. अगेन यू कॅन आस्क दिस क्वेश्चन टू नगरकर मॅडम. तर तुम्हाला मी सांगतो की प्रिंट जर्नल बद्दल एक नक्की असं पहा की प्रिंट जर्नल मध्ये एक आर्टिकल पब्लिश झाले. उदाहरणार्थ आपण एक मासिक धरूया की योजना नावाचं मासिक आहे, आणि योजना या नावाच्या मासिकामध्ये आर्टिकल पब्लिश झालेलं आहे. तर योजना हे या तुमचं जे आर्टिकल पब्लिश झाले, याला जे सायटेशन्स मिळालेले आहेत ते तुम्ही कसे काउंट करणार? म्हणजे योजना हे मासिक समजा आपण समजूया की लायब्ररी ऑफ काँग्रेस अमेरिकेची जी आहे वॉशिंग्टन DC मध्ये, तिथे पण गेले आणि तिथे 10 लोकांनी ते वापरलंय, म्हणजे युज केलंय ऍक्च्युअली रायटिंग करायला. पण तुम्हाला कसं कळणार की तुमचं आर्टिकल समबडी हॅज युज्ड? तुम्हाला कोणताही ऑथेंटिक सोर्स नाही प्रिंट जर्नल्सचा की ज्याच्या माध्यमातून तुम्हाला कळेल की तुमचं आर्टिकल लायब्ररी ऑफ काँग्रेसच्या किंवा न्यूयॉर्क युनिव्हर्सिटीतल्या किंवा इकडे साऊथ मधल्या एखाद्या युनिव्हर्सिटीतल्या माणसाने वापरलेले. तर जोपर्यंत तुम्हाला प्रिंट जर्नलचे तुमच्या आर्टिकल, म्हणजे आता फॉर एक्झाम्पल तुम्ही तुमचे एक आर्टिकल लिहिले आणि तुम्ही तुमचं आर्टिकल लिहिल्यानंतर तुम्ही गुगल स्कॉलरला गेला, तर तुम्हाला तुमच्या आर्टिकलची लिस्ट मिळते, आणि त्याच्यासोबतच मी जसं सांगितलं होतं की त्या जर्नलच्या लिस्टमध्ये तुम्हाला काय सापडतं, तर आर्टिकलचं नाव सापडतं आणि आर्टिकल किती लोकांनी वापरले, ऑथेंटिसिटी कळते तुम्हाला. तुम्ही वेब ऑफ सायन्सला गेला, स्कोपसला गेला, तर तुम्हाला तुमचं आर्टिकल दिसतं, आर्टिकलच्या पुढे किती लोकांनी वापरले ती इन्फॉर्मेशन कळते. आणि ऑथेंटिसिटी म्हणजे तुम्हाला डायरेक्टली त्या नंबरवर, म्हणजे 7 नंबर आहे हा, हायपरलिंक येते, 7 नंबरला गेला की तुम्हाला 7 लोकांनी तुमचं आर्टिकल वापरलंय हे लक्षात येतं, त्यांचं नाव कळतं, कोणत्या जर्नलमध्ये वापरलंय हेही समजतं. दॅट मीन्स यू हॅव द ऑथेंटिसिटी. तुम्हाला ऑथेंटिसिटी कळते सायटेशन वरून. पण सेम ऑथेंटिसिटी, समजा तुम्ही सर आर्टिकल लिहिलंय एक वेगळ्या विषयाचं, आणि ते आर्टिकल लिहिल्यानंतर ते आर्टिकल खरंच किती लोकांनी कुठे कुठे वापरलंय याची तुम्हाला इन्फॉर्मेशन मिळतच नाही. म्हणून जोपर्यंत ही ऑथेंटिक इन्फॉर्मेशन मिळत नाही तोपर्यंत त्या लोकांनी जे इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर लिहिलेला असतो जर्नलवर, दॅट इज द रॉंग इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर, or you can say that is the bogus impact factor, or that is the fake impact factor. That is not the authentic impact factor. Authentic impact factor देणारी एकच कंपनी आहे, ती म्हणजे क्लॅरिव्हेट अनालिटिक्स, आणि दे आर टेकिंग इन टू कन्सिडरेशन द ओनली ऑनलाईन रिसोर्सेस. तुमचं ऑनलाईन आर्टिकल असेल, then only it is possible to means to collect the information regarding your citations. तर प्रिंट जर्नल मध्ये ज्या ज्या लोकांनी इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर लिहिलेला असतो, 7 इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर लिहितात, 8 इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर लिहितात, 10 लिहितात, 3 लिहितात, दिस इज द बोगस इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर, बिकॉज they have no any mechanism to calculate the correct information regarding the citations. म्हणजे त्यांना तुम्ही विचारा, सर तुम्ही त्यांना विचारा की सर मी माझं हे नाव आहे आणि मी हे आर्टिकल तुमच्या जर्नलमध्ये पब्लिश केलंय, तर माझं हे आर्टिकल किती लोकांनी रेफर केले याची मला लिस्ट द्या. जर ते लिस्ट देऊ शकत असेल तर डेफिनेटली देन दे कॅन कॅल्क्युलेट द इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर, अदरवाईज नो, ते इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर कॅल्क्युलेट करू शकत नाहीत, कारण तुमचं आर्टिकल जगभर कोणी कुठं वापरले त्याची इन्फॉर्मेशन त्यांच्याकडे नसते, आणि दॅट इज नॉट द ऑथेंटिक इन्फॉर्मेशन. सो whatever impact factor they are mentioning on their journals is a wrong information, not correct information, or you can say the fake impact factor.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable information. Another one.
तुम्ही त्यांना विचारा, त्यांना त्या जर्नलच्या एडिटरला तुम्ही विचारा की सर तुम्ही इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर 6 लिहिलेला आहे, तर 6 इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर म्हणजे नेमकं काय, आणि तुम्ही मला त्यांना सांगायला लावा की तुमचं हे जे आर्टिकल्स असतात, माझ्या विषयाचं माझं नाव हे आहे, तर मला माझे आर्टिकल्स कुठे कुठे कोणत्या बाहेरच्या याच्यामध्ये पब्लिश झाले त्याची इन्फॉर्मेशन मला द्या. ते जर देऊ शकत असेल तरच खरं त्यावर इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर आहे, अदरवाईज रॉंग.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So another one question is there. The impact factor which is calculated through the Thomson router and SNIP, SJP. So what is the difference between that, sir?
ही जी इन्फॉर्मेशन आहे ना SNIP वगैरे, तो काय होतं माहिती का, SNIP वगैरे मॅडम पण सांगतील तुम्हाला मोर इन्फॉर्मेशन, पण मी तुम्हाला सांगतो की हे काय असतं. आता तुम्हाला माहिती आहे, आता तुमचा विषय काय सर, म्हणजे तुमचा सोशल सायन्स आहे का आर्ट्स ह्युमॅनिटीज आहे की सायन्स आहे?
माय सब्जेक्ट इज केमिस्ट्री, सर.
केमिस्ट्री. सर तुमचा केमिस्ट्री सब्जेक्ट आहे, तर आता डेफिनेटली तुम्हाला मी सांगतो की सायन्स मधले जे जर्नल्स आहेत, सायन्स मधले जर्नल्सचा यूज जास्त होतो ऍज कम्पेअर टू सोशल सायन्स आणि आर्ट अँड ह्युमॅनिटी. तुमचा जो जर्नल आहे तो म्हणजे तुमचा इम्पॅक्ट, त्याच्यामुळे काय होतं की तुमचे जे पेपर्स असतात त्याला जास्तीत जास्त सायटेशन मिळतात. काय आहे तर सायन्स मधल्या जर्नल्सला जास्तीत जास्त काय म्हणतो आपण त्याला सायटेशन मिळतात ऍज कम्पेअर टू सोशल सायन्स. म्हणजे आता जर इंग्लिश लिटरेचरचा माणूस असेल किंवा मराठी विषयातला एक टीचर असेल, तर त्याने आर्टिकल लिहिलं तर त्याचं आर्टिकल शक्यतो कोणी रेफरच करत नाही, कारण प्रत्येक जण काय म्हणतो की आय वॉन्ट टू राईट माय ओन ओरिजिनल आर्टिकल, तर त्याला काहीच इम्पॅक्ट म्हणजे त्याला सायटेशन मिळत नाही. म्हणून तो SNIP म्हणजे काय माहिती का, तो मिनिमाइज केला जातो. तो त्याचा एक फॉर्म्युला आहे, तुम्ही हाच क्वेश्चन मॅडमला पण विचारा, मॅडम तुम्हाला विथ रेफरन्स टू म्हणजे सम एक्झाम्पलच्या दृष्टीने तुम्हाला त्या सांगतील व्हॉट इज द डिफरन्स. पण मिनिमाइज केला जातो, म्हणजे काय होतं नाही तरी सायन्स वाल्या टीचरचा जो इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर आहे किंवा एच इंडेक्स आहे तो जास्त असतो, कारण त्यांच्या आर्टिकल्स आणि त्यांना मिळणारे सायटेशन जास्त असतात ऍज कम्पेअर टू सोशल सायन्स टीचर्स किंवा आर्ट्स अँड ह्युमॅनिटीज. तर तो मिनिमाइज करण्यासाठी SNIP केलेला आहे त्यांनी.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Because this difficulty is when we collect the articles from the different departments during NAC, these issues are arises.
नक्कीच तुमच्या लक्षात येते ते की सोशल सायन्स आणि आर्ट्स आणि ह्युमॅनिटीज त्यांचे सायटेशन खूप कमी असतात, म्हणजे मुळात त्यांच्या जर्नल्स पण कमी असतात, आणि जे जर्नल्स मध्ये ते लिहितात त्याला सायटेशन पण मिळत नाही, त्यामुळे त्यांचा ऑटोमॅटिकली त्यांचा एच इंडेक्स पण कमी असतो. हा डिफरन्स असतो, ते मिनिमाइज करण्यासाठी SNIP आहे.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you again.
Any other questions? Yes, sir.
हॅलो सर.
हा बोला 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 सर.
हॅलो
बोला ना सर
सर,
बोला.
आपण
येस
ऑथर इम्पॅक्ट बद्दल बोलत होतात. ऑथर इम्पॅक्ट आपण चांगला असतो, त्यांचं आपण सायटेशन घेतो, परंतु
हो.
हल्ली असं लक्षात यायला लागलं की काही लोक सेल्फ सायटेशन करतात.
हो बरोबर आहे.
म्हणजे जनरली सायटेशन करताना आपण दुसऱ्यांनी आपला पेपर साईट करावा असं एक,
हो बरोबर आहे बरोबर आहे. आता
परंतु
त्याच्यामध्ये
काही
दोन
लोक
गोष्टी
असे
आहेत.
करतात की सेल्फ सायटेशन करून ऑथर इम्पॅक्ट वाढवतात, एच इंडेक्स वाढवतात. मग
हा
अशा केसमध्ये काय केलं पाहिजे?
नाही आता
इज इट
त्याच्यात दोन गोष्टी आहेत.
कन्सिडरेबल?
दोन गोष्टी आहेत त्याच्यामध्ये की शेवटी हा आता आपण जसं मगाशी मी टुवर्ड द एंड ऑफ माय याच्यामध्ये सांगितलं होतं की इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर किंवा एच इंडेक्स याला प्रॉब्लेम नाही खरं म्हणजे हा प्रॉब्लेम नाही, पण आपण त्याचा युज कसा करतो त्याचा तो मेन प्रॉब्लेम आहे. आता एक असं आहे की कधी कधी फक्त आपल्याला आपलं हे म्हणजे काय म्हणतो आपल्याला आपला एच इंडेक्स किंवा आपला इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर वाढवण्यासाठी म्हणजे त्या जर्नलचा इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर वाढवण्यासाठी की आता बऱ्याच वेळेला काय होतं म्हणजे मी माझा एक्सपिरियन्स सांगतो तुम्हाला. मी माझा आर्टिकल एक दोन ठिकाणी पब्लिश केलं आणि ते पब्लिश केल्यानंतर मी जेव्हा ते आर्टिकल पब्लिश झालं आणि माझ्याकडे तो प्रिंट कॉपी आली त्याची त्या म्हणजे जर्नलची, तर जेव्हा मी पाहिलं त्याचा तो रेफरन्सेस जेव्हा मी पाहिले तर रेफरन्सेस पाहिल्यानंतर माझ्या असं लक्षात आलं की इट वॉज शॉकिंग की मी जे रेफरन्सेस दिले नाहीत सेम रेफरन्सेस त्यांनी त्यांच्या जर्नलचे आधीच्या इश्यू मध्ये दिले होते, म्हणजे नॉट रिलेटेड टू माय सब्जेक्ट. म्हणजे आता हा त्यांनी काय केलं माहिती का, त्यांनी त्यांच्या जर्नलचा इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर वाढवण्यासाठी म्हणून आधीच्या इश्यूज मध्ये पब्लिश झालेले जे सायटेशन आर्टिकल्स होते त्याचा रेफरन्सेस माझ्या बिब्लिओग्राफीमध्ये इन्सर्ट केले. म्हणजे हे सगळं अनइथिकल आहे, पण त्यांनी ते केलं. तुम्ही जसं आता सेल्फ म्हणता, म्हणजे त्या जर्नलनी काय केलं तर आता जनरली काय करतो आपला आपण पेपर पब्लिश झाला की आपण तिथपर्यंत थांबतो की हा माझा पेपर पब्लिश झालाय, मी माझा पेपर वाचला इथपर्यंत ठीक आहे. बट वी नेव्हर गो टू द लिस्ट ऑफ रेफरन्सेस किंवा बिब्लिओग्राफीला आपण जात नाही. पण बिब्लिओग्राफी सुद्धा पाहणं आपल्याला अत्यंत आवश्यक आहे, कारण बिब्लिओग्राफीमध्ये आपल्याला कळतं की या लोकांनी कसा त्याचा मिसयूज केलेला आहे. म्हणजे तुम्ही सेल्फ सायटेशन म्हटला तुम्ही, ते सेल्फ सायटेशनचा एक प्रकार म्हणजे जर्नलवाले करतात, म्हणजे एस्पेशली दॅट पब्लिशर्स ऑर द एडिटर्स दे आर डुईंग दिस पर्टिक्युलर थिंग. सेकंड थिंग आता असा दुसरा एक भाग आहे की मी म्हणजे ते इथिकच्या मिसकंडक्ट मध्ये येईलच ते मॅडम तुम्हाला व्हेरियस मिसकंडक्ट इन रिसर्च सांगतील किंवा पब्लिकेशनच्या मिसकंडक्ट मध्ये पण हे येतं.
हा माझं रेकॉर्ड करू नका सेशन.
ओके नमस्ते मॅडम. हा तर
हॅलो सर.
मॅडम तुम्हाला याच्यामध्ये जास्त तुम्हाला सांगतील ह्या अनइथिकल प्रॅक्टिसेस रिसर्च मधल्या कोणत्या कोणत्या आहेत आणि पब्लिकेशन मधल्या मिसकंडक्ट कोणते कोणते आहेत त्या विथ एक्झाम्पल्स नगरकर मॅडम तुम्हाला सांगतील. सो I think now I will stop my presentation here or this particular question and answer session because you all people are eager to listen Dr. Nagarkar madam's presentation. So over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Mahanwar madam.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir. Now we are entering into second technical session of today, which is on publication ethics. Now I request Dr. Sassani sir to introduce our speaker, Dr. Shubhada Nagarkar madam, to our participants.
Thank you, ma'am. Again, good morning to all of you. So in this second session, we have with us Dr. Shubhada Nagarkar ma'am, and I'm feeling grateful to introduce you, ma'am. Dr. Shubhada Nagarkar ma'am is a Fulbright scholar and currently work as an associate professor in Department of Library and Information Science. She is also work as a coordinator in Center for Publication Ethics Department, Savitribai Phule, Pune University, Pune. At CPE, ma'am has been instrumental in creating and maintaining Savitribai Phule, Pune University since 2018. The Power Committee of UGC Care and coordinating the UGC Cell for Journal Analysis, which is established by UGC in Germany. She is a recipient of travel grant from the National Sport Foundation, OCLC, USA, IF, Copenhagen. Her area of research are bibliometrics, publication ethics, institutional repositories, and digital libraries. Her ma'am research work is published by Current Science, Journal of Scholarly Publishing, Annals of Library and Information Studies, Library Review, and Library Management. She has been popularizing library and information science articles in newspapers and her blogs. Recently, ma'am's help is acknowledged by the Center of Journalogy, Ottawa Hospital, which has recently launched the one-stop shop for predatory journals. Apart from her academic profession, ma'am is a good yoga teacher and expert yoga teacher. Thank you very much, ma'am, and welcome. On behalf of the Abasai Marathi College. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Let me share PPTs, and thank you for introduction and inviting me for this workshop. So can you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me start my video. Can you now? I think video is clear.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Let me, only thing I suggested that don't record my session because I have some data about publishers and being working in a care or involved in care. I don't want that somebody will pick up any word from our recordings and then claim something that I don't want. So some publishers information also I give. So it's better we not to record the session. So let us start with this topic, and thanks to Dr.